How's it going, everybody? Sean from Lumix Live here, and clearly I am coming to you from a hotel room before Cinegear starts. And what that means is that we are very excited to talk about the GH7, the brand new flagship Micro Four Thirds camera from Lumix. Now, we're not going to go into a crazy amount of detail on today's recorded broadcast, but really what we're going to do is we're going to set up the stream for next week, for next Thursday at 2 p.m., where we can have a full-blown live in-person conversation and really kind of answer as many of the questions that y'all may have about this announcement, what it means, what the features do, how do you go about accessing certain things. So if you haven't watched the announcement broadcast yet, you can check that out in the link below, or we'll put a card up here for it. But the TLDR, for those that don't want to go do that, the GH7, it is our flagship Micro Four Thirds camera, so this is our crop censored line. This camera is going to be crazy feature packed for cinematography, for the higher level video production that many people really are using the GH line for. So what does that mean? Well, 25.2 megapixel. It is the highest resolution Micro Four Thirds sensor to date from Lumix, and it is a totally revamped version of what we've used in the previous 25.2 megapixel cameras. So that means that it's a complete redesign, it's updated, so now the dynamic range boost mode works through the entire range, it's automatic, and you have access now for a native ISO in Vlog down at 500 instead of 2000 like the GH6 was. So big improvement there, especially for those of you that really like using Vlog and working at as low of an ISO as you can to keep noise as low as you possibly can. The other main highlight features here, the announcement and addition of the XLR2 audio adapter. You can tell it's a little excited, still having to make sure I get everything out here. The XLR2 audio adapter. This is going to give the GH7 the ability to have true internal 32-bit float audio in options up to 96 kilohertz. We're actually recording on a GH7 and the XLR2 right now in 96 kilohertz 32-bit audio because it's a hotel room and I really don't want to really worry too much about setting my levels. Just want to be able to record this quick for y'all. So that's one of the other big pieces with it. Obviously, I think what's probably biggest piece of this camera in this type of category is that it is the first Lumix to include internal ProRes RAW recording at up to 5.7K 30p. So big improvements here for those of you that may be working in much higher level productions where raw video recording is something that you require. Now that can go to the CF Express card on this camera, which is a CF Express Type B, or you can go out over the USB-C to an external SSD up to 2 terabytes. We did also announce a DCC-18, which is a dummy battery replacement that ends up pigtailing in a USB-C connection. So if you're using external battery banks, you can power the camera that way and also have your USB-C port on the camera for using an external storage device or for the SSDs. And last but not least, for those that are really high-end into the cinema side, or if you already know where you kind of want to go as far as cinema cameras go, we have the ability in the GH7 through the SFU3A unlock to now capture ARRI Log C3. This is an amazing log profile that you now have access to in a Lumix GH7 and a GH6 if you want to update it on your GH6 as well. And gets you into that workflow if you know or are on a project, say, that is ARRI as your main camera. You've got a ultra compact version of a camera that can record in the ARRI Log C3 profile. So really exciting news coming here from Cinegear. If you are out here in Burbank and you are going to be attending Cinegear this weekend, so tomorrow and Saturday, be sure to swing by the Panasonic Lumix booth. We are right in the same hall as Ari, and we would love to see you. We'll have a bunch of the cameras on display, so you'll be able to get hands-on with them. We'll even have an Ari Alexa in the booth so that we can show the color matching between the two cameras. And yeah, if you're not going to be at the show, sorry, we missed you. But we will be back live next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time to address all your questions. So ultimately, whatever questions you have that you may want to have covered about the GH7, the XLR2, Arilog C3, RAW recording, whatever it is, drop those comments down in the comment section below. I will be taking the time over this weekend to go through, try to collect as many answers as I can for those questions so that we can address them in a really clean manner next Thursday at 2 p.m. It will be our normal live stream, so be sure to bring questions that maybe come up over the weekend as you watch different pieces of footage about it. Be sure to check out the videos that we've shot on this from Sharif Mukbel, from Griffin Hammond, and from Ben Staley. Ben Staley's piece was shot with the Ari Alexa Mini LF as well as the GH7 as the crash camera, and some pretty nice carnage happened to the GH7, which is exactly why you'd use one of these cameras in a scenario like that. So go check those out. Let us know what you think about them. And other than that, I will see you all next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube. Later.